Hi, I'm Angie Sullivan, and this is my friend Rufus. We're here today in Southport, Connecticut to meet with Kendall Crolius and learn all about knitting with dog hair. Come on, Rufus. We recently did a piece in Vice with photographer Erwin Fischer on dog hair garments, and we're here today to find out how the whole process is done.
I have been knitting with dog hair for about 25 years now.
Hey, Rufus.
So this has been a very important part of my life. I'm Kendall Crolius. I'm the co-author of Knitting with Dog Hair, and I'm delighted to have you here with us today. I have always loved needlework of all kinds, knitting, all of that, and I had always wanted to learn how to spin. I thought that would be a fun thing to know. And many years ago, I was able to take a spinning course at a local fiber arts store. And one of the things that the teacher said to us was, by the way, you don't have to limit yourself to wool, to sheep wool. You can spin anything. You could even spin dog hair. And I thought, well, that's interesting, because we had a golden retriever who shed like crazy. And I thought, well, let me see whether I can do something with that. This is one of the sweaters that we made for the book. This is actually a dog sweater with a dog on it. The white part is Great Pyrenees, very soft and nice. The brown dog is actually made from Newfoundland yarn, but I love that. My son wore that and was on the cover of the first edition.
Okay, Kendall, can you start with showing us what the first step is to knitting with dog hair?
Well, the first step is getting a dog, and we have Rufus here with us today. He's a fabulous candidate for dog hair knitting, right? Because you've got a fabulous coat, and we're going to brush you to get some of the stuff off you that we need. We're not going to shave you, we're not going to shear you, and we're not going to cut your hair. See whether you can get some good fuzz off of Rufus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he likes this. So we do this over a period of weeks or months till we've got a nice big bag of dog hair. And you can see, I can pull those off, and it's almost like cotton, right? Part of the appeal is that this garment that you've made is a memento of a pet that you've loved who maybe has gone on to dog heaven, or the fashion statement of I'm walking down the street and look, my scarf matches my golden retriever who I'm walking. Now we've collected all of this from the dog, and it's, you know, it's a little stinky, and we'd like to start the process of getting it clean. It's a little doggy, a little gamey, so we're going to wash it. I tend to use dog shampoo. Kind of mix it up, and then we're going to dump that dog hair in the sink. So I'm gonna let that sit for 5 minutes. Well, there's really a wide range of reactions.
It's like cleaning out my drain
Exactly.
in my shower.
Ew. I mean, there's some people, primarily dog lovers, who just think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. What a fantastic idea, and immediately see all of the wonderful possibilities inherent in dog knitting. There are other people who are completely grossed out. It's like, oh, that's disgusting. Why would you want to do that? And doesn't it smell like a wet dog? But the point is that you wash the fibers, so it actually doesn't smell like anything at all. Just as your wool sweaters don't smell, neither does a dog hair sweater. Give a sniff.
Yep.
You know, no
Yeah,
worries,
yeah.
right? So just like a sweater, I'm going to want to take some of that moisture out of it, you know, kind of roll it up in a towel, and that's a good way to get the moisture out without sort of wringing the sweater or wringing the dog hair. And so we just kind of spread those out so that there are no big wet clumps sticking together. The next thing we're going to do is card it, which is kind of like brushing it so that we get all the fibers pointed in the same direction.
All right, so we brush the dog.
We brush the dog and we have the fuzz, and the next step is called carding. So what you do is you take some of your clean fuzz and you're just going to kind of stick it on there, and you're just going to draw the combs across each other, and all this is doing is straightening out the fibers. Yep. See? Way to go.
And then what's the next step after that?
The next step is actually to spin it. So I'm just going to kind of get that kicked in the right direction. I'm spinning that along and I'm pulling out fibers and I let go and let it twist. The spinning motion, the other wonderful thing is it also then draws the finish yarn up onto this bobbin. There are two steps that you're going to do with your hand. You're going to pinch with your left hand, right? So nothing's twisting down here because you're pinching. And with your right hand, you're going to pull back a little bit on this yarn. See, let go a little bit. See, it twists. Okay, and then you move your hand down here and do it again. Okay,
and this will be spinning it.
And yeah. So I'm going to start treadling, real slow. Okay, then let go a little bit. Yeah, yeah. See, look at you. You're a natural. You're a natural spinner.
So then grab some more.
Way to go. Yep. Don't let go. Okay. Now I'm going to slow down for a second. Now just glom some on there.
All right.
Yep, now you're getting a lot of twist there. Let it go, let it go. Yeah, so you're a little lumpy, but not bad. This is stuff that was just gonna clog up your vacuum cleaner, and here you can put it to good use. So it's, you know, it's economical and it's ecologically correct and environmentally sound. Very much an on-trend craft, I think. People often ask, you know, I'm not really into dogs, but I love my cats, and can you spin cat hair? And the answer is absolutely. Anything you can do with dog hair, you can do with cat hair. It's a little bit harder to work with because it has a tendency to mat. But I have done some gloves that's actually a Peaceable Kingdom collection in that it's got both dog and cat yarn in it. I don't actually remember whose pets are which in all of this, but I do remember that the thumbs are cat hair. Let's start you with this. This is a golden retriever scarf from
what was
Abigail.
Its name?
Abigail. And this looks great with a camel's hair coat. You know, I mean, just really a perfect match there. We'll give you two scarves. This is a woven scarf, which is wool.
Is this also Abigail?
That's also Abigail. Yeah, she was very prolific in this department. This is a nice hat for you. It was a Newfoundland. I can't even remember who it came from. Now, I think, you know, it is a cold day, so let's give you the sweater as well. Now, this is Great Pyrenees. This is from Ollie. Oh, you look great, I tell you.
All right.
And then your hands must be
feel
cold.
like a polar bear.
So you're going to have dog and cat. And now you don't have the urge to like go find a fire hydrant or nothing like that, right?
Maybe bark at the neighbors.
Yeah, that's good. Howl at the moon, something like that. If you were allergic to dogs, no worries.
Yeah.
Because when you're, no, it's interesting because when you're allergic to dogs, you're actually not allergic to the fiber. You're allergic to the dander.
Oh, so once it's all
so once it's
clean and
washed and cleaned, there isn't any of that in there. And so even if you're allergic to dogs, you can quite happily
anyone
wear dog
can wear
hair.
this.
Yeah. After we wrote the book and people kind of got into it, more people found out about it. I can't tell you how many letters I've received from people who said, oh, you know, I got your book and I made a scarf and now Fluffy's gone and I can't tell you how grateful I am to have the scarf made from Fluffy. And I really have dozens of letters that say exactly that. So that's an important emotional connection to all of this.
Thanks, Kendall, for teaching us how to make dog hair yarn.
Well, you're very welcome.
Sweaters out of it.
And I'm delighted that you're wearing a dog hair sweater home, whether you like it or not. Look at you, you're covered.